from Zephfire. We already seen this one from Zephfire. I'm not gonna. I think we seen like two things from him. I think. I don't know. Never on a fade with a Viltrum mic. That one was kind of old. Let's see what we gonna see again today, bro. Let's see what we gonna see. And I know we kind of early. It's 9:16, but everybody can start hopping up in this live. Y'all tripping. The worst anime villain of all time. If that's only about Demon Slayer, I'm not gonna lie. I know I'm super late, but hey, can't do it. Wait, Dragon Ball 22nd World Tournament clears your favorite arc. I ain't gonna lie. I remember this arc, but like I kind of want to see what he got to say about this shit though. I'm not gonna lie. Let's see real quick. Maybe this one. Maybe this. Hold up.
Zeph, we
Hey,
want
that sounded.
Saga.
Bro, I feel like Dragon Ball, even though it's like, I wouldn't say mid, I'd say like not talked about enough. I think some of their themes pretty much go hard for real. Like nobody knew that Perfect Cell theme was a fake theme made by a fan that just happened to go viral and famous for a good ass reason though. Because come on now, but come on now.
Oh, y'all said you want 22nd World Tournament. Be my guest! I know the Dragon Ball watchers were waiting for this one, but don't worry. The best YouTuber is coming back to feed y'all, I promise. And I know everyone wanted me to do Buu Saga, but I do not want y'all to ever expect what I'm trying to do. So I'm gonna hit a left on purpose. We gonna talk about the most underrated arc within the entire series, in my opinion, the 22nd World Tournament. I'm not even gonna talk too much, just get right into it.
Wake up, filthy.
Now the thing about this arc is that it's just good. It doesn't have as big of highs as a lot of other arcs, but it has damn near no.
Bro, hearing everybody else's mic makes me want to throw my shit in the trash, bro. I need to upgrade. I know I need to upgrade soon. I know I do.
Lows. It's just very good at what it does, and it does nothing wrong. It's just an average player, and I really like that because there's so many arcs that I really like, but there's just that one thing that just pissed me off, and this arc doesn't have that at all. It's just completely solid. Now, I can talk about a lot within this arc, but we gonna start with the main nigga, the absolute GOAT team.
Wait, was this the arc? Was this the arc when was this the arc when Goku and Krillin was sitting up there throwing them good bitches at each other? Because if it's that arc, nigga, boy, it's a lot I'm gonna have to talk about in this bitch. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't want you to see how Tien and Chaozu pull up.
Oh, and my bad for not, like, even though I'm streaming right now, so everybody who watches this on YouTube, my bad for not uploading, bro. I know it's been 2 days, and I know I said I was locked in, but I gave y'all 3 videos. Y'all know how long I stayed up? Y'all know how long I stayed up to get them 3 videos done and edited properly to get put out? I don't want to hear no slander. I don't want to hear no slander.
Up on them right here.
That no, that pull up was not fire, my nigga. Let's keep it a bean. This old ass nigga with Tien, you already could tell he was a meat writer for this nigga. What was his name? Shin. What was I forgot this nigga name, bro. And that hat definitely wasn't doing him no favors. All I was thinking when he popped up was alfalfa, my nigga. That's all I was thinking when I seen. Like, bro, look at this nigga, bro. Look at him. That is not super tough. That's not tough. No. Maybe I'm just hating.
I'm not gonna lie, the turtle school might be washed. What the crane school got right here? Oh my god, that's drip! But that's how you know you can't let old niggas style you, cause that hat, oh nah, that gotta go. I don't know what Marshall's clearance bin you saw that in, but that gotta go, son. That shit trash.
See?
But Tien and Chaozu in this arc was really cooking. I'm gonna start with Chaozu first, because I gotta get something off my chest. I don't know what it is about y'all TikTok niggas, but it's like the moment you're behind the screen, you feel like you could just talk, and I'ma just let y'all slide, because I'm not gonna let y'all slide. Like, please tell me. Well, I posted a TikTok on why Chaozu shouldn't be a Z fighter, and people were really putting the fist up for Chaozu, telling me, looks like someone hasn't read original Dragon.
Well, Chaozu not really that bad. Let's keep it a bean. Y'all gotta remember when it came to Dragon Ball was how it was supposed to be in the first place, right? Dragon Ball was how it was supposed to be in the first place. nigga, now everybody is fighting so many otherworldly beings. Like, nigga, they can't keep up all the time. They can't keep up. Like, as soon as they introduced Saiyans, bro, it was it was nonstop fight, nonstop training, nonstop everything. Like, these niggas was dead ass, bro. In Z, everybody was moving different, bro. The kids even had more of a chance than anybody else. Like that before Dragon Ball Super came, like the last Dragon Ball Z movie they ever made, which I'm pretty sure was the last Dragon Ball Z movie they ever made. It was the one where Goten and Trunks was fighting these two otherworldly beings when Tarble came. Even though it wasn't real, like it's not canon. Even though it's not canon, like that shit was still like, come on now. What was the others supposed to do? They was like, bro, Goku and Vegeta was so confident. It was like, let our sons handle this shit, bro. We gonna enjoy this cookout. Like, come on now. He was like, get this washed ass nigga out of here, kids.
Dragon Ball. As if I said anything wrong. Like, there was people really in the comments talking about some, oh, Chaozu was really boxing with the Ginyu Force. As if that's not filler. That's number one. And I got someone else in the comment section.
Wait a second. If we're gonna keep it a beam, I don't think Dragon Ball Z ever had filler. And look, I have a take for this, right? I have a take for this. Okay? Let me make sure my camera right here. You won't be able to see it. Is it down by something? Okay. So over here, right? Over here. It's a shrine of everything anime and my dad and everything like that in comic books. DC, Marvel, all that. I have a Dragon Ball Z collection box. They call it a Dragon box. I have it up there, just sitting. It's been sitting in this box for since like probably like 2019, 2020. No, definitely like 2018, 2019. And I'm pretty sure I read this in the manga. It's not no type of filler. That's not filler at all. No, I really doubt it is. I ain't. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Obviously not testing his judgment because it seemed like he learned up before all this happened. But in the end, I don't think that's filler, bro. I don't think that's filler. And he was like he did end up boxing with them niggas though. He was able to beat them. Whether no matter how it went.
You talk about some respect Chaozu. He helped in the King Piccolo arc. He got booed before he could even finish his sentence, but yeah, man, he helped. He helped. So since Chaozu's stepping up, y'all don't need Goku, right? So when Goku beat King Piccolo,
what? Okay.
that's because Chaozu stepped up. And don't even get me started on the fact that he got knocked out of the entire 23rd World Tournament arc by Tao Pai Pai. And Tien tells him to go home before every single major battle, even before the Saiyans, and they both train together. Because Tien knows Chaozu ain't about that smoke.
If we're gonna keep it a bean, Tien wasn't either. I feel like he was a sole advocate for, I'm about to boom myself, you stay home. But he did say that he was scared of what could happen to him before though. That was one of the major reasons why. We both know that. My fault, gang. It's hard. It's really hard to stream early when it it gets kind of noisy sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. I'm usually always a secluded dude myself, regardless.
But someone in the comments will gonna come up to me and say, I bet you wouldn't say that to Tien's face. A fictional character? I'm sorry, man.
Hey, and don't forget, he's still human, gang. Yeah, he know all this other shit, but like he's still human. And I'm pretty sure. Okay, no. He moves fast.
It's just, bro, every single time I
Way
be
too
posting these
fast.
shorts or these TikToks, y'all just get me so riled up because you act like I don't know what I'm saying. My fault, man. What was I even talking about, bro? Chaozu, yeah. Chaozu in this arc was actually really good because he was really frying my boy Krillin so bad. It was actually kind of hilarious. Like, this scene right here cracks me up every single time.
That's it? You've only got one hair, you pasty unicorn.
Hey, you wanna know something crazy about how Dragon Ball looked back then, bro? is that like you see like parodies of other animes and everything like that whenever they yelling or something like that, like Cartoon Network anime parodies and everything like that back in the day. Like I forgot this one show, but they had like a whole little fight scene and everything like that. I think they referenced Dragon Ball. Maybe it was code name Kids Next Door. And they showed all that dramatic anime stuff, bro. And I'm like, they didn't do that shit. Next thing you know, I see a whole clip of like Dragon Ball or something on TikTok, and I'm seeing the exact same thing I was trying to defend. And I'm like, shit. Or like how he was just talking talking to him with this little dramatic expression of being angry. Bro, I'm like, damn. I said everything I said. Did I hold myself on every little thing that I said? I'm like, god damn, my nigga.
That's better than none.
See, clap it up. That's a good moment.
It's better
and
than
I really
none.
like his fight against Krillin. When he first pulls up on him like this, that was also creepy as hell timing. I love that, bro. He really had Krillin on the ropes. And I really enjoy this fight, but sadly, that's the only real fight that Chaozu's really in. But he does do more within this arc, and I'm gonna get into it later when I gotta get to it. But we gonna go right to Tien, because Tien is the real GOAT. Now, Tien in
So
this
we can
arc,
admit that he
really
was really not that useless back in the day. Even if it's not fighting, his shapeshifting skills. Because apparently him and Oolong went to shapeshifting school or whatever they call that. But I ain't really care about that shit though, nigga. Dragon Ball, you not supposed to be tactical, nigga. You supposed to be tactical in fighting, not tactical in infiltration. But I guess it could be cool.
just a great antagonist. He's very sadistic, but it's not his only character trait. He gonna look out for his boy Chaozu.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse,
He's
welcome.
gonna give respect to his opponents, and his character progression throughout this arc is very enjoyable to watch. When it came to Tien, I'm telling you, Toriyama went into his bag. He got one of the best character arcs within the series, in my opinion. And not only that, this man was a complete menace. My boy Tien was a prestige level trash talker. I'm not gonna lie.
But Buddy was moving. Hey, his master was that nigga was moving like Shang Tsung, wasn't he? That nigga was over here like, bro. I'm pretty sure that nigga was just bloodthirsty for no reason, just wanting to just commit chaos, be an agent of destruction for just straight up bullshit, just straight up no motherfucking reason, right? I know I'm not wrong.
He would really just be violated for no reason. And you know what I blame? His knees. I'm telling you, he think he Captain Falcon.
Strong ass knees.
The way he continuously used his knee was insane. You not in melee, little bro. Like, my man was.
Hey, but also seeing that, I feel like when Nappa and him fought, even though everything, everything forgiven, everything cool, fine, dandy, nigga, you part of the Z Fighters on Earth, nigga, you chilling. That knee, nigga, should have been chopped off by Nappa so you could understand, like, nigga, yeah, understand how it feels to lose a limb or get hit with something that's you shouldn't get hit with. Because he was spamming that bitch like it was an alt. Or he was spamming that bitch like a... Maybe I shouldn't say that, bro. I ain't gonna say that. Let's just say he popped alt. Let's just... Super Saiyan Rap, what's up with you? How's it going with you, fam?
Actually out there violating. Jackie Chun is halfway to the grave and he still dropped that nigga with his knee. Goku gets distracted for 0.2 seconds and Tien slams him with a cheap shot. My nigga out here moving like Ryan Garcia. Don't.
No, fuck that. That nigga's moving like Sonic the Hedgehog in that bitch. Bro, it did the sound effect didn't make it better.
Seconds and Tien slams him with a cheap shot. My nigga out here moving like Ryan Garcia. Don't even get me started on what he does to Yamcha. Oh.
You see what I mean?
Another day has gone. I'm still all alone.
Oh, goddamn. Nah, seeing that shit again, bro, just like it's so horrible, bro. But you know it's a martial arts and you know it's a cartoon, bro, but it still got your ass to sit up there and be like, ow, what the fuck? Ew.
How could this be?
But before I continue with Tien, respect Yamcha. I know so many people clown this scene because Tien broke Yamcha's leg, ha ha ha, it's so funny. But just like Yamcha's fight with the Cybermen, I know damn well y'all niggas did not see this entire fight.
But
It's
keep it a
even
bean though. Even though he transitioned to a good guy, the dude was kind of a piece of shit though. Let's be real. At least in the first half. Like I get it though, because like you had to get written as a character to be introduced at some point, and of course you were friends with him and everything like that, but you was kind of moving like a piece of shit. Because what if when they met, Goku was just this regular kid and you was finna beat the shit out of him and just go ahead and just rob him? Like I understand you the Scarface bandit, this, that, and the other. Like my nigga, and then you was a sorry ass thief. You a sorry ass thug. You don't get your badges for nothing, bro. You don't get no stripes. If anything, you banished from the hood. I doubt a successful lick was made. Period, point blank. I doubt with everything in my heart. And this shit means something to me, nigga. You just move like a bitch, bro. But I'm not gonna lie, they need to do more with Yamcha soon, man. They could do something with Yamcha. You know what? You know what they should do in Dragon Ball Super? Like, whenever they make more stuff, they need to make subplots. You need to make subplots, because at first I'm like, oh yeah, Goku Vegeta boxing, this, that, and the other. But then I already know Tien and y'all finna hold them off. Make somebody else, like when they have to go off world or when they out doing something, like obviously with Tien and the rest of the human people, the human Z fighters, the people that are not Goku and Vegeta, because literally, let's keep it a bean, the only people you got to be worried about is Goku and Vegeta. But let's worry about them too. Let's stop neglecting y'all side characters, gang. Let's stop neglecting them. Y'all could even put Gohan. Y'all could even put, you know, you can't even put him in that mix no more. So what I'd say is, okay, have Piccolo go with Goku and Vegeta sometimes. But also, let Piccolo be with them, because if we're gonna talk about Piccolo, he's more in the mid-range. He's more in the mid-range of, okay, maybe I can hang with these niggas fighting these niggas. I can hang with these niggas fighting some of these niggas. It don't even gotta be aliens or humans all the time. It don't even gotta be humans that they fight, because obviously, like, who really gonna step up to these niggas for real? Unless y'all make something like a subplot happen to where, like, somebody's strong as hell, like the same shit with Master Roshi that happened in Super, with the chick with the talisman or whatever it is, or the mark, made Master Roshi strong as hell and somehow able to box Goku. But we ain't finna get into that because that shit pissed me the fuck off. So we ain't even gonna talk about that for real. But there's things they could do for the side characters to let them be a part of a storyline. I don't want to see these niggas, if Goku and Vegeta is not retiring, I don't want to see these niggas retiring either. I don't want to see them as just backup characters or people who just about to lose their life, shit, to wait for Goku to come. No, I don't want to see that every time. You seen what happened with Nappa. You seen what happened with the Frieza, with the Frieza Force. You seen what happened with them. So if we're gonna keep it a bean, just stop doing that. Toyotaro, please show these niggas some love, man. Show them some love, because they honestly don't deserve it. The only reason we think they're sorry is because Saiyans were introduced. That's the only reason we think they're sorry. I'd rather see them do some. I want to see them bust out some new moves. I don't want to see them on rescue missions, nigga. This is not Naruto. We are not sitting up there. This is not Sasuke retrieval arc, my nigga. I don't want to see none of that either. And if y'all get that reference on why I just said that, you know ball.
First in Tien's case, because in the Yamcha versus Tien fight, Yamcha was cooking to the point where Tien's like, oh nah, this nigga could actually run the ones. Because Yamcha is actually that nigga. He just be getting snuffed with all of his matchups. He be getting the strongest niggas of all time in his first round. But
remember when he had to use Bulma as an assist? Hey, if y'all got it, either on this live or in the YouTube section, comment got it.
the Japanese version of this fight is so fire. They played Yamcha's theme throughout this, man. Oh my goodness. It makes this whole so enjoyable to watch. And it's just like, bro, Yamcha, you my GOAT! I'm telling you, him and Tien were going back to back to back. Tien was even giving Yamcha respect after this fight and was even like, yeah, now the Turtle School way better than I thought. Because of who? Yamcha. Put respect on my boy's name immediately. And not only that, he's like, what, the second character in the series other than Master Roshi and Goku to do the Kamehameha? Oh man, I'm about to turn this into a Yamcha glazing video. Sadly, it's the only fight Yamcha gets, but I really enjoy this fight. But back to Yamcha's theme. This theme is an absolute banger. Back in my sophomore year, I was walking down them hallways listening to Kendrick Lamar immediately to this in the same breath with no shame. I'm telling you, they snapped so hard with this theme. You have not
It's really because back then they actually cared about the shit they did, bro. Like, and remember, and from Dragon Ball all the way to Z, bro, everything was made bar for bar, panel to animation, this, that, and the other, bro. There was nothing left out. And they worked hard, they worked fast, not overworked unless they were. Remember, I was born in 2001, so like I didn't really know much about like how the animation and everything like that went. I didn't even know the process. But to be honest, for me to understand everything that was going on, I looked it up because I'm like, if I'm going to enjoy these shows and this, that, and the other, let me at least see how the animators and everything like that work. Let me see what's going on with them. But hey, sadly, around that time, I learned about Mappa Studios, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I was one of them niggas outside saying, "Free my niggas."
Experience life if you have not listened to this theme yet. Tien versus Jackie Chun, aka Master Roshi. This fight is absolutely fantastic too. You want to talk about straight hands? This gotta be one of the best fights in the series when it comes to it. I'm telling you, they was going hit for hit. It was insane. I really like how this fight is choreographed, and I really like Toriyama's art within this fight in the manga, which brings me to my next point. I feel like the anime does not do this arc justice. Now, quick little background for you guys. The reason why there's a Dragon Ball Z split is because Toriyama's editor wanted more funding for the Dragon Ball anime, and the best way to receive said funding was to put the series in a completely different brand. And in this plan, he wanted to change the animation staff and everything that went into the process of making this series. Because in his own words, he said the original Dragon Ball anime did not capture the intensity of these fights. And I'm not gonna lie, when I read some of these fights and then I go to watch the anime equivalent, I'm just like, damn, this nigga low-key spitting. Maybe it's because Toriyama is extreme.
But look, but you gotta understand this though. You gotta understand this part though. In aspects, it does work. I get why it's supposed to be cartoonish, but it looks cartoonish at the same time. Stay with me. Like, and I feel like the way this style was made, there was so many great fights in here. Okay, yeah, maybe it moved a little bit slow. Changing it up to a whole different animation style and everything like that. Like, I guess the dude's name was Sato. What was his name? Let me go back to see his name really quick.
And I go to watch the anime equivalent, I'm just like, damn, this nigga low-key spitting.
Where is it?
Maybe it's because Toriyama and then I go to watch the series, because in his own words, he said the original Dragon Ball, when I read some of not capture the intensity of these fights. And I'm not gonna lie, when I read some of the anime, and the best way to receive said funding was to put the series in a completely different brand. And in this plan, he wanted to change the animation.
There it is. Maida, I guess, and Sato. I ain't gonna lie, I never knew their names. This their names for real. But compared to both of the two, remember, they was just starting out as martial artists. Remember, Yamcha was a Scarface bandit, sorry ass bandit. We gonna go ahead and keep saying that. Still fuck with bro, but like, nigga, you were sorry, so I can't give you no props for early on, but I can give you props now. Like, even though you're not doing nothing in Super, that's why I said please give these niggas a subplot. Like, they don't always have to sit up there and wait for Goku all the time. It's sorry. It just looks sorry. Why be cool with looking sorry? No, I can't do it. But like I said, they was just starting out. So like, it only makes sense for it to look slower than what it was in like Z and everything like that, you know? Because they're just starting. The same way animation is. Then you find out what you want to do after you're done. So like, come on now. Like, am I tripping? Like, I get it. Y'all wanted to increase budget, but that's also the problem. Niggas always want to increase budget. Instead of wanting to just increase budget, like I understand money is crucial in these problems, but like you don't have to sit up there and sacrifice everything. That's where most people go wrong because you want to sacrifice money. I'm not money. You want to sacrifice quality and this, that, and the other for something that don't even need to be changed. But hey, for Dragon Ball, it was cool.
And I'm not gonna lie, when I read some of these fights and then I go to watch the anime equivalent, I'm just like, damn, this nigga.
Welcome, Enix.
Maybe it's
I
because
think the name
Toriyama
is. I'm
is
sorry if I got it wrong.
extremely good at making manga, but some of these hits are so impactful just for the anime to make them look way weaker than they should. And some of these actions seem 10 times faster in the manga as well, just for the anime to really drag it out. To be fair, this old as hell. The Dragon Ball anime was like 20 before half y'all niggas was even born. But if he was seeing it even back then, I can't give it that many excuses. Not saying the Dragon Ball anime looks bad. There's a lot of great portions throughout this arc and many other arcs.
But certain hits did look like it could have been better. Like Dragon Ball Super with Goku versus Beerus. That shit was, it was sorry. It was horrible. It was ass. They had to get their paper up
as well, but more often than not, they're gonna mess up a lot of intense moments. And in this arc especially, I see it like crazy. I'll throw some comparisons up on the screen. I hope I already did. I'll also link some manga paneling videos in the comments, not only just that I've made, but other people have made, so you could understand what I mean by how masterful Toriyama has made this manga, and why even in the manga, certain actions can look way faster than how it comes off in the anime. The Tien versus Jackie Chun fight doesn't really have this problem though. I feel like a lot of this fight is animated quite well, and the impact is just as hard as it looks like in the manga, and I really enjoy this scuffle. This nigga Tien was really trying to flex in Jackie Chun's face just because he was old. Talking about some, you can't even see my hands, can you? Only for Jackie Chun to completely embarrass this nigga. Like, don't sleep on the GOAT, bruh. You new niggas run shit for 1 year and you think you all that. You're trash. But yeah, they was really moving crazy. Tien embarrasses bro by doing a Kamehameha on his first attempt, just to show how basic of a ki blast it is, and Jackie Chun just gives up his fight. And I really love the conversation that they have after this. Great closure to Master Roshi's arc, as well as boosting
bro. If I can, anybody who end up joining me on Twitch, bro, I might do a Dragon Ball watch party from where I'm sitting at, bro. Because I watched that after I watched Dragon Ball Z. And mind you, that was like in early 2000. It was just 2000s, like 2000 and probably 6. Never watched it again. But it's so iconic that I really always been wanting to watch it again. So I started rewatching it. So like, if anybody want to see a watch party, go to my Twitch and follow, gang. And also comment when I post this live on YouTube, or hey, in the live chat, let me know.
Tien's character. And one thing about this fight that always be having me crying, you know, Master Roshi just surprised as hell that Tien can just pull off a Kamehameha just like this. And Tien knows it's just a basic ki blast, and it took Master Roshi like 50 years to learn. And it's like, yeah.
Hey, let's keep it a bean. Who don't know the damn move though? Like, that part always killed me. Like, who don't know that move at this point? And I feel like everybody who has not did that move knows how to do that move. Vegeta damn near knows how to do that move. But the only difference is his pride. He's so prideful, and I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with it. I fucks with it. He's so prideful. Matthew, welcome. Vegeta's so prideful, he don't want to use no moves that everybody else is doing. He don't. Bro, I want to get Black Boma into a stream one day. I ain't gonna lie. I love her content. I ain't gonna lie. But like, that's all it is. Do you play Fortnite? I haven't played it in a while, and thank you for liking the live. But I have not played it in a while. I might go back to it. I started playing a bunch of different things, and then like, I just haven't. My friend does though.
That's so impressive. But when you're reading the series in hindsight, the amount of characters that people call fodder that can just completely wash original Dragon Ball is absolutely insane. Like, I'm telling you, a pool with ease clears all of Earth. And now I'm about to go to the next person. Goku. The way Goku is written within this arc, in my personal opinion, is the most mature he has ever been. Is he still stupid at times? Yeah. When it comes to just battle knowledge and the way he was maneuvering throughout all of these fights, I don't think we ever saw a more locked in Goku in any other arc. I'm sorry. And this is coming from one of the biggest Namek Goku D-Riders on the planet. This Goku was showing so much technique, so much battle experience. It's actually astonishing. Look at some of the stuff he pulls within Tien's fight, bro. He pump fakes a Kamehameha because he knows he's gonna need that energy later on. Just by seeing the solar flare one time, he uses that knowledge to steal the sunglasses. He double bluffs Tien Zanzo Ken. This man Tien was trying to flex 4 arms just for Goku to be like, I got 8. But it's just this nigga moving at super speed. I mean, that's my GOAT, nigga. Stop playing with him. A lot of people really like this scene too, where he's like, I was fighting 100% at my tournament level. Now I'm gonna go to my real full power, when it's life or death. I love that scene too. I'm telling you, Goku in this arc was just different, I swear. I really like his fight against this dude right here. I think his name is Pamput. Number one, I dislike Pamput's design a lot, and I really just like Goku washing niggas. So even though this fight's like 2 pages, I love it. Everybody be gassing Goku versus Krillin. This fight is great.
I'm not
when
gonna
most
lie,
people
I
talk
didn't
about
mind
this
his
fight,
design,
they talk
yo.
about this scene right here. I know damn well y'all seen this scene.
I want to say your name, and I really want to know if your I doubt that's your real. I really doubt that's your real thoughts on these people. And thank you for the follow. But welcome. That like, I'm sorry, y'all. That just caught me like way off guard for a second. I wish I could say what it was, especially put it on YouTube. I wish I could say what the name is, but I can't do that.
15 million times. I'm not even gonna talk about it. There's a lot of creative stuff that they do.
How did your name even pass the how'd your name even pass the check? Oh, they forcefully unrestricted the words? Huh. I guess. Game is game, I guess.
Throughout this fight, especially Krillin, my mans was going crazy, but the main part I want to talk about is this right here. But the way Toriyama
only in the
handled
US.
this in
Okay,
the
okay.
manga, I don't even know why Goku went that hard on this nigga. So Goku locks in, he just dashes right at Krillin, and he starts charging the Kamehameha
What's up, Mark?
while sprinting. This is one of the coldest ones in the series. My boy jumps like 15 feet in the air, beams that hole in the opposite direction, goes right at Krillin, and slams that nigga in the dome. And while Krillin is still getting launched by that punch, my boy does 50 somersaults in the air just to catch up to Krillin and knees that nigga right in the chest. And
Hey, but we can also say for this design, bro, they made shit like they made things look like it hurt, even though it looked like it didn't hurt that bad. But when it's a heavy ass punch, you gonna know that bitch is you gonna know that bitch is gonna hurt because like, bro, they do. Look at that face, bro. His eyes is dead ass popping out of his head, bro. He like a fish out of water. He like a damn puffer fish. Or what's them fish when they what's the fish disease called whenever they get them diseases, bro? When they get them diseases and then they eyes start puffing out. I ain't gonna lie, when my fish had that disease, bro, back when I was younger, I cried a fucking river, I'm not gonna lie.
look at my boy's pupils, bro. He's finished. This is one of the best parts of this fight,
Ooh,
and
something
no
got my
one
eye.
talks about it. And the way Goku finishes off Krillin is cold
Hey,
as hell.
let me
too.
say something
My
real
man
quick
was
too.
Moving.
Let me say something real quick. Nigga, I hate Puar. I understand that boy just an emotional support animal. Like, I hate the dude's voice, bro. But I get over it sometimes, and I like him sometimes. I like him some days. I don't like him some days. I can't seem to pick a lane. You know what I'm saying? I can't pick a lane sometimes when it comes to Puar, bro. I hate the whininess. I hate the voice. I hate the voice. But I'm done with that little rant I just made right there, man.
So fast, honing in on Krillin. The only person that could see him was Tien. He could barely see him himself. And I love how the
Tien?
page looks in the manga too. It's just perfect. Even Tien was shook, bro. He knew Goku was him. But this entire fight is great. And then all that's left is the finale. Goku versus Tien. If I was to make a top 10 canon Dragon Ball fight list, only counting the original Dragon Ball manga run, this will probably reach the top 10. Yeah, the choreography of this fight is absolutely fantastic, and I love how, especially within these final battles, Toriyama
let me lock in.
goes
There's a whole video on
insane with the creativity. I don't know if I'm ever gonna cover this fight, but the 21st World Tournament, when I reread that a while back, I was shocked with the amount of stuff that Toriyama was pulling out every single chapter. It was like everything that came within his head, he would just put on the page, and it was just so fun to see. And he does the same thing here, and I feel like that's the reason why a lot of the techniques that show up throughout these tournaments never get seen again, because Toriyama just be pulling half of this out of his ass. Never see Tien grow arms again. Piccolo never goes giant again until.
But you do see them hitting the what is it called? You do see them hit the shadow clone jutsu damn near, bruh. Or what do they call it? Duplicate mirage or whatever it is. I don't know. I forgot what it was called.
Freaking superhero. Literally 95% of the techniques that Master Roshi used within his first fight, he does not use ever again. I wouldn't even call it L writing or none of that. I think Toriyama would just make these techniques on the spot. But this,
I'm pretty sure before he passed, he remembered the techniques, but power scaling had to do something, because Master Roshi is not picking up no Vegeta, and if I seen that, I'm gonna question it. Not that my opinion don't mean nothing. Obviously, my opinion does not mean anything. Team Michael Jackson, welcome back. Obviously, my opinion don't mean nothing if I was to call something out or anything like that. But obviously, it wouldn't be in no mean way. You know what I'm saying? I respect creators and I respect what they do, especially if I love the art. You know what I'm saying? I respect the art. I'm gonna respect you. I'm not gonna tell you making your stuff wrong or this, that, and the other, or like call BS on whatever you do, because I'm gonna ask the question. But whatever you chose to go with is what you go with. We're all humans at the end of the day. Some people make errors. Sometimes you fix the errors. Sometimes you just don't want to, or sometimes you fix the error. But some things I feel like wouldn't make sense if they was able to do in the if they was able to do in like Z and everything like that. Like in Dragon Ball, okay, everything fair game, because everybody is really supposed to be like human or a low tier human leveled animal monster, because they all fight. You know what I'm saying? But hey,
this fight uses a lot of great techniques, not just for Tien, but for Goku as well. Like this part right here, I love how his tail is used throughout his combat. This does not happen that often. And right after that hit, Tien goes right into the air. Goku's not letting him slide. He goes right towards Tien. He got my boy on lock on, just for Tien to beam him in the face with a Dodonpa. Goku jumps right out the hole, and look at him doing all this just for theatrics, bruh. Dashes right at Tien again, and then he vanishes. He's doing the same thing he did to Krillin. All you hear is his feet. Ooh, that nigga cooked. Tien finds him because his third eye in this arc is a mother effing cheat code, bro. It don't matter what you put in front of him, he gonna be like, huh, my third eye can see through anything. Holy mess up, nigga.
Hey, am I the only one who thought Tien's eye was cat, my nigga? Did anybody else think that bitch was painted on? I swear to God. Look, I'm gonna give y'all a story time one time, right? I'm over here watching Dragon Ball with my brother. Or Dragon Ball Z. I think it was the Nappa fight. I think it was, or I was watching a movie. I forgot which it was. The only movie, if it was the movie I could think of, was possibly the Tree of Might with Turles, right? So I ended up seeing this nigga get hit or something like that. And I just seen I'm like, hey nigga, when he only have two eyes? And I thought that little line was a crease. And I'm like, these niggas in depth with this animation shit. They got the physics down and everything like that, the wrinkles and all. Next thing you know, I see that bitch open back up. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck is that? I'm like, nigga, what the hell is that? Because no, you should not, like, nigga, you only got two eyes. Where the extra one come from, my nigga? What type of mutation was you in? What type of bioterrorism? Like, what the fuck? Like, nigga. It genuinely creeped me the fuck out. I still rocked with Tien, but that day, bro, I rocked with him a little bit less. I'm not gonna lie.
But Tien charges right at Goku. He's about to go crazy. Look at this pose he strikes right here. Nah. Every time you see a Dragon Ball character strike a pose, you know they about to violate. And the zestier the pose is, the harder they gonna violate.
Stop. Zephfire, right? Bro, Zephfire, you gotta calm down, gang. You know he literally, bro, it's not like he is like dead ass putting his ass out for you to tap that bitch. No, nigga, he not doing that. No, he's dead ass just stretching. He's dead ass just stretching. You don't do him like that.
Because right after this, Tien destroys Goku with the volleyball fist. And look at how he starts this off. With the heart emoji.
Sadistic. Sadistic as shit. He was enjoying that. To a kid. A minor.
And everything. Oh, nah. If they hit a pose with just the slightest hint of zest, you might as well go home. This man Ginyu was hitting the Ice Spice 30 years before y'all even knew who she was. And look at how my mans was cooking. And don't even get Ice Spice 30 years before y'all even knew who she was. And look at how my mans was cooking.
Okay, my bad. Down bad moment. Bro, I can accept that. A nigga was kind of thirsty. I ain't gonna lie. My bad. A nigga was kind of thirsty. But excuse me, I didn't know you. Shit, I didn't know you had all that ass.
He was hitting the Ice Spice 30 years before y'all even knew who she was. And look at how my mans was cooking. And don't even get me started on my mans raccoon. But this fight is just absolutely sick. I love all the stuff that it's able to pull off and the way it intertwines the main story in it as well. With Chaozu snuffing Goku mid-fight by paralyzing him, only for Tien to confront his master one.
Yo, I'm about to watch this again off stream.
On-one just because of this is fire. Tien really respects the honor of a 1v1. He is the first respectable bald person in Dragon Ball. I'm telling you, he's not like Krillin. Krillin was out here jumping everyone he fought in the series. Bro was on Guldo just like this.
Swing! It's swing! Yo, you lagging! Nah! Yo, nah!
I really love how this fight ends, and Goku getting snuffed by Truck-kun gotta be insane. It does leave a lot of intrigue for the next tournament, and it's just a great
What made them do that?
You really think Goku
Mighty Wise, welcome.
You could see this as a plot snuff, but it's something so stupid that only Dragon Ball could think of, bro.
When did that happen? Did he get knocked out the ring? Yeah, I definitely gotta finish. I definitely gotta finish rewatching Dragon Ball. I'm not gonna lie. If I don't,
really
I'm gonna have too many questions that I forgot.
Is absolutely
People gonna say that I'm just
has a lot of great fights.
What everybody call it nowadays, a LARPing ass
it's
nigga,
short
I guess.
and concise. It's only like 20 to 30 chapters. Def, give it a watch. It is one of the best that Dragon Ball has.
That was loud as hell. He ain't have to put that up here though. Okay, no, that was cold. That was definitely cold. I ain't even gonna sit up there and lie.
Lucky I wasn't there.
Nope, stop it. Not doing it. Nope, it stopped that too. Nah, that was cool though. But I feel like that was definitely more like. What about the one for the What about the one arc? What about the one arc for the Dragon Balls back then when he faced the Mummy, the Invisible Man, Devil Man? Those was cool too. Those was pretty clean. In all honesty, it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't. But I guess maybe in another time, I guess.